This is Sachin Sawant. I am an immigration lawyer registered with the OISC at Level 3 Advocacy and Appeals. Today I am going to talk about the list of documents required for the parent of a British child or even settled child or a child who has lived in the UK, was born and lived in the UK, born in the UK and lived in the UK for at least 7 years. So the parent or both parents can get leave to remain in the UK on the basis of that child. Uh, these are all the details. You may read all the requirements. These are quite self-explanatory about the sole responsibility. So here are the main ones. Child must be a British, settled in the UK, or have lived in the UK for 7 years. And then sole or shared responsibility. This will give you the details. You can click to see the cohabitation documents. All the information is self-explanatory. Uh, if your child lives with the parent or with the other parent, everything is here. Age requirement, access to child requirement, what is the arrangement, mutual arrangement, court order, sole responsibility, relationship and active role in the upbringing. This is the major area where the parent has to be actively involved. So these are different ways. Dependents on the parent visa. So the parent can have their own child who is dependent on them. So it may be from a previous relationship. So the parent will get a visa on the British child, and the parent's other child will also get a dependent visa on the parent. So that is also possible. Where to apply from, duration, obligations, rights, processing timings, applications, extending 5-year route, 10-year route. So everything comes into play, how you can switch. So all the possibilities are there. Today I'm going to specifically focus on the list of documents. So I'm going to talk about both the lists, parents, where both parents are in a relationship. This is quite a common application route that we are doing for individuals who cannot qualify for the partner visa or the spouse visa because they don't meet the financial requirement. And this is the common visa that we always use to switch on to, and this is the best visa option that they have to regularize their stay in the UK. So list of documents, you can download this here to file a parent visa in the UK, and then you click here. So this is the list. I'll put the link on the video below. So if both the child's both parents are in a relationship, then you use this list. Okay, increase the font size. Okay. Applicant's current passport, copy of British passport of the applicant's partner. So they are both are in a relationship, and usually the other partner is British or settled. That's what we see most of the time. If that is not the case, but still both parents, if they don't have a visa, we also done cases where both parents don't have a visa in a relationship, and then it depends on a case by case basis whether one parent is given, both are given, or we even plan out sometimes to ask them to wait 10 years, then get a British citizenship for the child. So if a child who is born in the UK and lived in the UK for the first 10 years in his or her own right, that child can apply for a British citizenship. Uh, so we do consider you can have a detailed consultation about your situation. You can book it anywhere on our website. It's available either on the book online option or on most of the pages. Consultation can be a video call or an audio call for 75 minutes. For 30 minutes for £75. Okay. And I'll go on with the list of documents. Child's British passport. So if the child is British, we always suggest get a British passport and then apply. Child's birth certificate. So a child usually who is born in the UK, and if one of the parent is either British or settled in the UK with indefinite leave or permanent residence or settled status, then the child is born British if one of the parent is settled before the birth, or the child is British or the parent is British. So child's birth certificate, British passport, affidavit from the applicant's partner. So this is another requirement. You may find it under the parent. So the same link, this was a list of documents. When you scroll down, parent visa affidavit from the other parent. So if you download this, It will open as a Word document, and you just customize it, change the details. You can use this format. We usually give this format to our clients. We have got all our applications have been successful. You may have to put in all your details and then get it signed in front of a solicitor usually. You can go to any high street and get it stamped by them. They may charge between 5 and 20 pounds something. Uh, so you can draft it yourself. You don't need to go to any lawyer for this. So if we are representing, then definitely you give a draft of this. We check everything. We make any changes, we discuss with you, and then we finalize it. So that is a part of our full service. Going back, so that affidavit basically confirms the other partner who is British or settled confirms the role of the applicant. So on that basis, the Home Office decides that okay, that the applicant has a role in the upbringing of the child. Any official correspondence addressed to the child at the same address as the applicant. So this is helpful if the applicant is living with the child. So in case of where both the partners are in a relationship, this is quite possible. Any This is suggested. Usually we've always seen when we file, and there have been overseers, individual applicants which we have represented, and with that, in those cases, they didn't have any documents. We at least got maybe a nursery's letter confirming that the applicant is registered to pick up and whatever activities they do, or from if it's a newborn child, we've taken letters from the healthcare visitors saying that when they visited, they saw that this individual, the applicant, was basically helping with the child, doing whatever activities with the child. So, and also if the child is older and going to school, school letter we've used many times confirming that the individual is registered to pick up and drop off or is attending meetings, parent meetings, etc. So any type of a third party confirmation, preferably from a school, any medical professional, GP, midwife, or healthcare visitor, or even nursery where the child is attending. So any such confirmations, so lowest at least one document they would need to show that they both are, the person is involved and they both are also living at the same address. Any other evidence such as correspondence from clinics, nurseries, local authorities demonstrate that your children reside with the applicant and his partner. Documentary evidence in the form of official letter, rest to KVI. So this is something that they ask for, but with our representations, we have been able to do it without these also. They specifically ask from the GP confirming they currently reside at the same address, but we have used it from other sources, explained it, and referred to the immigration rules in our legal cover letter, and we have successfully got all the applications. Yeah, health visitors letter confirming. So you can use any of them, either health visitor or any other entity, school, GP, nursery. Divorce certificate of any previous marriages, either the applicant or the applicant's partner. So if any of the individuals, any of the parents were previously married, then divorce certificate or death certificate of the other partner to prove that any previous relationships have broken down. Letters and documents. Also, one important thing is if the parents can be unmarried partners or they can be married, so it doesn't matter. They may have cohabitation evidence, they may not have cohabitation evidence. It really doesn't matter. The main focus is on the child and the child living with the applicant and the other parent and all of them living together as a family. That is the main focus under this part of the application. Letters and documents addressed to the applicant, his partner, his child. Anything you have that will be helpful. If not, if you don't have anything for the applicant, that's fine, but at least one of the above letters from a third party. Tenancy agreement, council tax bill. These are different options that you have, but then you need to give where they are living. It may be in the name of the partner, the British citizen, or anyone else. But tenancy agreement, council tax bill, copy of passport of applicant's partner, other children if they have any other children, the other partner or the applicant living in the same household. Give their copies and details, copies of passports and details. School letter of the other children, even if you have other children, they are going to school. That helps to prove that the whole unit family is living as a whole family unit, and that helps the case. Marriage, if applicable, marriage certificate. Relationship photographs, if there are any photographs of the child and the parents together, 5 to 10 would be fine. And with other people also, so parents and the child and other people, that will be helpful to show that all the community and their family and friends are also aware of their relationship, etc., to be public. If either the applicant and or the partner are working in the UK, then the below document. So if any of them are working in the UK, payslips for last 6 months, corresponding 6 months bank statement, letter from employer. Also, we have been successfully done applications. So one case study example where the individual was, they had two children, two girls, and the individual was an Australian national and he was on a spouse visa in the UK. They had two daughters, so they happened to split, so they ended up in a divorce. But then one daughter went to stay with the father, and for the father, we were able to apply and get under the 5-year route to settlement. So this is a common misconception. Many times Home Office also makes mistakes and they give by default a parent visa on the 10-year route to settlement. So in that case also they gave us by default for 10-year route. We raised it to senior management in Home Office and we were able to successfully change the decision to a 5-year route to settlement. So which means within 5 years the applicant would get settlement, because he was working in the UK legally on the spouse visa and he had a valid spouse visa also. It's just that they divorced and then he had to go for the parent visa, because that the spouse visa would be curtailed then. So he did give us pay slips for last 6 months, corresponding bank statement, letter from employer, and he did meet the financial requirement. So the financial requirement can be met in this area also. This is a common misconception that parent visas are only given under 10-year route, but that is not correct. Mainly Home Office also has this habit of doing this. This is what we've seen. Even in our cases, it has happened several times, but then we were able to get it overturned, yeah, if we are representing the case. So that they take representations from us, any legal cover letter, any representations, anything. List of all other people living in the property, name, address, relationship, and that's it. So these are all the documents and information that you would need to apply for a parent visa, and where both the parents are in a relationship. So this is option 1. Also talk about where list of documents required to file parent visa where they both are not in a relationship. So more or less the same documents apply. It is exactly the same set of documents. Only difference would be applicant's current passport, if they have a biometric resident permit. If they don't have it, that's fine. Affidavit, it will be exactly the same. The only thing is the cohabitation evidence of living together with the partner and will not apply. Mostly all the documents remain the same. Any official correspondence, affidavit, even the affidavit remains the same. And that's it, yeah. So mainly this is it. Affidavit. And also there are 3 consents to be signed. You can download the consents over here. They are quite self-explanatory. It's just a signature page. Download it here, print it out. So applicant has to sign. He confirms this, put his address, date. Same way, consent for the other parent also. So consent for third party. So the other parent may be a third party. And if both of them are in a relationship, then this additional consent for the relationship. So declaration for spouses, civil partners, proposal partners, all others. So if they're together, then the other partner should confirm they are. So this is all about the list of documents. I'll put the list in the link to the video. If you wish to discuss your specific case, you can scroll down, book, you can read about our consultation, what it includes. We charge 75 for 30 minutes, and then you can book. All our calendar will be visible to you. You can select whatever date and time applies to you, select it, make the payment, and go forward with that. We'll send you a video link on the Google Meet. So We can have a video call or an audio call. You can also dial the number, a local number, anywhere in the world you are, either in UK or anywhere else, and dial into the call. If you don't want to do a video call, you can dial a local number and dial into the call. So all possible options are there. Thank you very much.